Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Mrs. Maivise and I want to thank you for watching my videos, liking, subscribing and commenting. Thank you for that, and those who have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. So today I want to share with you on one of the lessons I've learned when I lost career and I was a mother, I was a wife, I was a daughter-in-law, I was a student, and we had children. We had so many responsibilities. By the way, I'm proudly a Zimbabwean. So some of us, our backgrounds, we had so many responsibilities. And looking at the money we had, it looked like it was peanuts when you compare to it with the responsibilities we had. And we were learning at that moment. So, what we have learned is, little is much when God is in it. We put God in our finances, and by so doing, you get wisdom on how to use money wisely. God will also open doors for you so that you can get whatever you want, maybe at a cheaper price. So I realized that depending on that money alone, it will be a challenge even for most of us to do something meaningful because we had many responsibilities. So I remember I would go to a second-hand market for clothes. I would buy clothes for my family, and also there you can get quality clothes which last. And I would also buy some of the clothes in advance. Let's say if my child is 6 years, I buy in advance. If I see quality clothes and they are cheap, I stock them. Then whenever I feel like I need to change the clothes of children, I would just take from where I have stocked them. That's how I did that. That's how we solved the problem of the issue of clothing. And also, I would move from shop to shop. That's also the advantage of not going to work, or if you are self-employed, depending on what you do. Sometimes you find that you may have time to compare prices. So I had time to compare prices. Moving from shop to shop, I would know the shops in Manzini. So I would move from shop to shop comparing prices. And if I need something, I would do window shopping. And that would make us to buy things at a cheap price. Because in most cases, I would buy things when they are on sale, not buying with their correct, I don't know what you call it, correct price. I don't know. So that's how we did it. Even if it's property, that's what I would do. And also sometimes I would do lay-bys. 3 months lay-by. I see something, then I pay deposit. Then whenever I get that 10 rands, that's why I say it's a lot. Whenever I get 10 rands, I pay. Within some few months, or whether it's days, I collect my thing. That's how we did it. And it worked for us. So I was not even troubling my husband saying, I need money for clothes, what. I would buy those things at a cheaper price because I had time to check for those things. Yes. So another thing is, I have learned to discipline myself. Need to discipline yourself. There are certain things you may want, but you need to postpone. You can get them in future, not today. because of your situation at that moment. In life, there are seasons. There is time for everything. So, you know your season. So whatever you do, do it according to your season. I remember there was a day I went for a party and there was a woman who was selling Egyptian sheets. They were nice. Those ones with 100% cotton. And most of the women that were there, they placed an order for those Egyptian sheets. And for me, I did not do that. And I was not even shy. I knew my stage in life. We should not forget that. No matter you are in a situation where you feel like, you are the only one left out, like, sorry, at that day, it was like I was like the one who was like left out. But I didn't bother. I do not put myself in huge debts, buying things which I know I can get them tomorrow. So, you need to be disciplined. There are times we need to know that we will not get whatever we want. Not that attitude of seeing that one, you want it, you want that one, you want that one, you want that one. Sometimes you end up in huge debts. So we need to discipline ourselves. I remember there was a certain group of ladies who were doing, those rounds of contributing money every month. I think they were contributing, was it 1,000 rands? And I could not join because I knew that at that moment we could not afford that. So you just have to discipline yourself. You postpone. I stayed, with my kitchen having, cups that we could only use ourselves. And I remember one of my friends saying, you come to my house, I'll give you cups. It was our season. If it means you have to cook relish in that one pot you have, and then you pull it, and then you cook pap, whatever you cook, then you eat, that's your season. We are not saying we don't aspire greatness, no. We hope for the better, but at the same time knowing our seasons. Because the moment we want to get everything today, you see that one, you want it. You see that one, you want it. You end up getting into huge debts. Yay, Shebati. So, that's what I've learned. You just have discipline. And also, when it comes to education of children, I have learned that send your children where you can afford. Don't force yourself. You end up being a miserable somebody because of wanting to do what you cannot afford. In Eswatini, there were government schools, there were private schools, but there were also private schools which were not that expensive. So you would find that foreigners would send their children, some in government, some in those private that were not that expensive, and some in those that were expensive. But when you are doing that, do that according to your season, according to your stage in life. If you force yourself to put children on that expensive private, when you don't afford, it becomes disastrous. I remember someone laughing at us when our child was at a certain private school, which was not those ones which are very, very expensive, but it was good. Everything was good. Children were learning very well there. But for that person, maybe that person wanted us to put our child on those very, very expensive schools. But for us, we knew our season. So we would do what suits us. That's it. Some of us, we are products of government schools. No, your children can learn in government schools. They can pass. I remember when I was then in Swatini, seeing children in government school passing very well, passing very, very well. I am a product of government school. So I am saying, do what suits you according to your season. So that man we are saying is that £5, that 5 rands. We will do a lot. We will do a lot because you are using it wisely. Using it according to your situation. You have God in it. I remember also that when I was doing shopping, most of the things I would buy them on sale. I don't know if I've talked about that. Because I had time to move around comparing prices. So you just do what suits you according to your season. And you realize that that 5 rand is a lot. That 5 rand, if you multiply it by what? By 10. It's 50 rands. £5 by 10. It's how much? It's £50. What can you buy there? It depends with your priorities. So we also need to set our priorities right. We don't have to cry because of debts. That's what I have learned myself. I'm telling you of what I have learned. The things I could not get, I would postpone. I had certain things I wanted in my kitchen, in my house. But looking at the responsibilities we had, I would put that in future. I remember the car. I once told you of the car we had, this Toyota Camry. It was good. It had no problem. No mechanical faults. It could save fuel. But I remember there was someone who was always laughing at us, saying, why can't you take a new one? For us, we could not buy a new car because of our season. So the moment you want to please people or you want to copy, running other people's race, that's when you end up misusing funds. You end up seeing this big lot you have because of not using that money wisely. So all I can say is be disciplined. Set goals. These goals, you begin to take action. And then you find that there is something pointable that you achieve when you do that. Personally, I think because also I told you of my background, I grew up in a farm. The other farm will be very, very far. So there is no competition there. So I just focus on my journey. What is it that we need to achieve? No matter you come, you tell me that change this today. If I know that it should not be changed today, I will not change it. Though I'm seeing that I should change it, but if it's not urgent, if it's not the tire of a car which should be changed because the car should be roadworthy, why should I change that thing if it's not urgent? So I'm trying to say that's how we survived. You will not get everything at one moment. Slow, little by little, you will get there. And also what I have learned is, even if you are associating with maybe people who may be at a stage which is maybe above yours, because in life we live in a stages. There are seasons and we are different. So don't allow whatever you are seeing to determine your decisions in your home, such that you end up trying to copy. Whatever is good. Yes, we have to learn. We need to aspire greatness, but we need to know the right time to apply that. Be disciplined. Postpone certain things if they are not urgent. That's what I have learned. So that 5 rand is a lot. I told myself that with this, we are going to fully utilize this man. So God help us. And that's how we survived in that foreign country. And if you come to countries like here in the United Kingdom, the bills, rent, this and this. Yeah, road tax. Yeah, car insurance. Lots of things. TV license. Hey, I'm saying, if we don't take time to plan, see what we can cover, how can we reduce our expenses? At the end of the day, it may be difficult to have something tangible. That's what I have learned. But with wisdom, with God, that little man will learn to save it. You use it wisely. I personally am used to buy things on sale. Even here in the UK, I'm telling you. I saw jackets going for £70, a type of jackets I wanted. £70, £80. I said, no, I shall buy them. And I would keep on checking. And you know what? One day, I saw that jacket. It was now on sale, going for £30. And I told my husband, let's go now and buy that jacket. So thank you. Thank you. I have talked. So that's what I have learned. Without that, we'll struggle. Because, But if we put God, if we use it wisely, take our time. Don't be quick to use it. Plan. Set goals. Don't run other people's race. That man you have can do great things. I have talked, so thank you. See you next time. Goodbye.